Hello, hello, hello.
Here we are in the top floor, new windows behind us. How exciting was that?
Oh my God, last week was totally epic and long-awaited.
Yes, it was. And also like more exciting than I thought it was going to be because it is completely transformative. Windows always are. But this week we have the roof coming off.
Oh my God, the worst possible timing. Literally, when I tell you it's rained all weekend, it has rained all weekend.
And it snowed last week, and
yeah.
it was also a cold snap, but we're apparently going to be having better weather this coming week, and it's going to be warmer again, so please cross your fingers.
Yeah. We're having scaffolding on all three sides of the house so that they can access the front of the building and the sides and completely take off and change our roof. And we have two very exciting windows going in to the roof to add more light.
If you've been following for a while, you may already know that we were always going to change the flat roof because the day that we moved in, go and watch that first video, it was quite funny, there was literally water pouring through all floors and down that chimney breast. It was leaking very, very badly, so that was always on the cards. That's going to be changed completely and renewed. And the other part of the roof, obviously, that we've opened up to the pitch, is in relatively good nick. The structure is perfectly good, all of the rafters are really good, there's no rot, there's no damp, so that is good. But when we started to get quotes to put in some ventilation, because obviously modern standards require more ventilation in a roof than was previously required, it became quite clear that actually, while we've got the scaffold up, while we're up there, it's not a very large roof, and we probably ought to remove.
Yeah, it was one of those decisions of like, if we don't do it now, we might need to do it in 5 years' time. So we were like, okay, let's just do it. And it just means we can't have, I don't know, a new sofa yet or whatever. But it is important, like, we want to be like warm and dry. One of the main words that we kept going back to in our roadmap was robust. And yeah, if your roof's not, then what are you? So
yeah,
it's going to be a good week.
Yeah, watch this space.
So this is the front door where you can use the house, and this is where the roof will stay.
They're preparing the opening, so this is where the stairs are going to be. They're going to cut the opening today so that we can measure for the stairs. The opening for the stairs begins. Yes.
Excuse the random angle. You might be thinking, what the hell are they doing? But we're here to talk about that.
We're in the top floor, which is actually the first floor because there's 3 floors, a basement. And this top floor, we've opened up to the rafters, which is really exciting. We've just got these gorgeous thin rods. And so now we want some more light. And that is the smallest roof light in the world.
That was there when we bought the house. So I don't know if you remember, that was all completely blocked in. And this was like a tiny little hallway, which is obviously why they put a small roof light in there. But we've got planning permission to make a bigger opening, almost double the size of what's there.
Yeah. So incoming new roof light, and we're working with Velux, and thankfully they are giving us a solar powered roof light so that we can use a remote control because it's very high up. We won't be able to reach up there.
We're going to have a blind on it so that obviously it can be opened and closed, because this is going to be our living room, but also if guests come to stay, they'll be sleeping up here, so we want to be able to make it dark.
So we're moving positions of that roof light. That roof light's going to move further towards that back wall so that it will be directly over the new staircase position. So you'll have this lovely shaft of light flooding down those stairs, which you'll be able to see from the kitchen area, so that'll be really gorgeous.
And as well as this huge roof light, we're having a second roof light, which is really exciting, and we'll show you that now. Another very peculiar angle. Can you tell where we are?
It's very odd shooting towards a ceiling, but it is about roof lights. And this is the current hatch to the flat roof. Above us is the flat roof section. This is going to be a guest bathroom, and we thought this sort of vestibule area would make a perfect shower cubicle. So what better place for a gorgeous shaft of light than directly above the shower?
And we do already have an opening there, so it's the hatch to the flat roof, so it makes complete sense. It's actually, the ceiling's quite high here. I've also just noticed there's a bit of a hole there, so be careful.
Oh.
Yeah, but that'll be really exciting. So we're having a different type of light there.
Yeah, this is slightly different because it's not on a pitched roof, obviously, it's on a flat roof, so it has to be set on a minimum 2-degree angle. But it still does open, which means we can let the steam out and let the air in the summer. But it's triple glazed, so it won't have condensation because it's going to be in a shower setting. And it also has a rain sensor, which is amazing, so that if you open it and you forget about it and it starts raining, it closes by itself. How lovely.
Very Batman coded shower, which actually is going to be like our guest bathroom, which is, you know, very luxurious.
It's going
What
to
a
be
treat.
the most bougie guest bathroom ever. This whole episode is going to be like in shadow play, because you can just see like work happening in shadow.
Look at this.
All the way down.
Yes, I've got some more work, so now I can switch.
Ta-da! We've got some temporary stairs. I'm speaking loudly because there is hoovering happening upstairs, but we've got temporary stairs because where yours stood is where the original stairs were, and they've now been removed, so obviously we still need to build access to the third floor. And yeah, so this is the way up. The building made out of the decking that was removed from the garden. When they ripped it all up and kept it, we were like, what are they going to do with that anyway? So they made some steps. So this is where they will be, but they'll look a bit nicer than this. Morning. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's the outside wall.
Right, it's definitely blue.
In the inside of the thing, there's 2 metal bars.
Oh yeah. What are they for?
So you can pull yourself up.
Oh, how bizarre. It's Renaissance blue. It goes perfectly with the red.
Looks like factory grade to me. The scaffolding is half of, we only put it up on the front side at the moment. And the guys are grounding out the mortar so they can repoint the front face. So we'll be like secure weather-wise. They've only just started, but it's making a massive difference and it looks so good already. We're not doing like a full restoration. It was really important to us that we kept the building looking authentic and old. We didn't want it to look like a new build. So there's loads of different options when it comes to pointing. And you can have bricks steam cleaned, all sorts of different things, but we are going for like a light touch. We want it to be quite authentic and still feel like an old building. So they're grounding out the mortar in all of the places where it's blown, which is most of the front face. And that'll be replaced. A couple of bricks will be also replaced if they're really bad. And we're going to be restoring the notches because we like the stars of the old face of the building. We want to sort of embrace that and keep it looking beautiful.
As Jordan was saying, we want it to still feel like it fits in the setting and it is an old building. So things like the steelwork here, this steelwork here, we're going to keep it as is because we want it to feel like it's been here for a long time. It has. And we like the stars of the building. We like the odd little bit of graffiti. That's why we bought it, because we're in East London. So we don't want this to look like a shiny new button. We want it to feel and look like it's snowing water. We want it to look and feel like an old thing, and then pristine and beautiful on the inside.
It's making us want to paint the sign out, but it's too premature.